only Spurs could go ahead and actually consider something so outlandishly ridiculous that it could actually happen. All the journalists are reporting now that Vuskovic has reached a verbal agreement with Brighton over a potential transfer to the Seagulls this summer from Spurs. Now, it comes as no surprise, Vuskovic has been an absolutely outstanding defender, especially last season for Hamburg in the Bundesliga. You know, he was outstanding in everywhere that he's gone on his loan spells since joining Spurs. He has continuously progressed along. But it comes out today now that Brighton are chancing their luck and they're going to try and pull a fast one over us and the Spurs hierarchy in trying to get rid of Van Heck for reportedly 50 million quid to try and bring in Vuskovic for 30 million quid. Now, I ask ye, if Brighton, the shoe was on the other foot, Brighton, if we were coming in for them to get Vuskovic off them, who has 3 years left on his deal, do you think that Brighton would be selling a 19-year-old world-class, in the making, world-class defender for less than 35 million, even as reported here? Absolutely, categorically, not a Scooby's chance. That 35 million, you'd get his left leg, if you're even lucky. Wouldn't even get his right leg. It's an app. If Spurs hierarchy, and what worries me is that Spurs are going to do this. They are going to accept a deal. I do think they probably accepted maybe a little bit higher, maybe the 40 million euros, but still, they're actually considering selling Vuskovic, selling the best talent that we possibly have at the football club under at least 21. And I saw a post on this even on Daily Hotspur, on X, and it was a very well made point. You know, they saying that a smart club now, not so smart, has given their manager total control, and we bit that bullet when we got in De Zerbi. He wanted full control, and that's ultimately what we've seemed to be giving him. That he'll probably be forced to sell one of the best under 21 talents in Europe. De Zerbi has made it clear his number one is Van Heck. We want him. I'm a huge advocate for Van Heck. Bring him in. Absolutely love him. But not at the expense of losing Vuskovic for less than 30 to 40 million euros. If we buy Van Heck for 50 million, we're then selling Vuskovic for 40 million quid. Like, we may as well just have hold on to Vuskovic instead of getting Van Heck. Or in an ideal world, give a 2-year loan for Brighton, give him an option to buy, or else a 1-year loan, option to buy maybe for the 40 million quid, and then we get first refusal and buyback clause, just like how they have it over with La Liga, with the likes of Real Madrid. It's really, really devastating loss if this actually does happen with us. I really, really hope it doesn't. But unfortunately, as this post said, with De Zerbi in charge, we have to accept some of these decisions, and unfortunately it does seem like all news is coming out that Vuskovic is potentially leaving Spurs, having not even made an appearance in a Spurs shirt in the Premier League. Absolutely devastating to hear. If this thing does happen, I think the club will have gotten it so far wrong. But Vuskovic wants to play. It's as simple as that. He wants to play. He wants game time. He said it himself that he's prioritising the game time that he wants, and you know, who could really blame him in that sense? The only thing that I want is let the price be right. Let the price be right for Vuskovic. I'm talking, give him 60 million at least. We're paying 50 million for a lad who has 1 year left on his deal. Vuskovic has 3 years left on his deal, and he's been voted in the top 3 best players in the Bundesliga of last season for a defender. So yeah, look, it's probably rocked us all as Spurs fans, you know, having such a really positive impact and I suppose start to the window. Now we still haven't the Van Heck deal over the line. Savinho's gone out the window. There's been rumours with Baleba. There's been rumours with so many other players. You know, rumours even with that Sporting Lisbon, was a Rojo fella as well. But none's been concrete as of now. And supposedly Van Heck wants his future sorted by Sunday before the Netherlands kick off. Will that be it done? Will we get a verdict then come Sunday that Spurs and Brighton reach an agreement for, and then dun, it'll be Vuskovic. It won't be Van Heck. Who knows? We can also hope and try and maybe hold tough and get Vuskovic in for this season, let him play the games, and sign Van Heck next year on a free. But it's football. Nothing's that predictable. But yeah, if you like more videos like these on any transfer news, views, and stuff to do with Spurs, hit that follow button. And yeah,